Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our 4 o'clock live broadcast. I'm going to rebroadcast a session that we did this morning. Of 2 live broadcasts tonight, we have a special session of boot camp. And then tomorrow, for the next 3 days, I'm going to spend time with entrepreneurs who have aspirations to go to the top of their company in the next 90 days. Now, have you ever wondered how some people rise to the top of your company fast? Like, they join your business and in the first 30 or 60 days, boom, they're right at the top of the company, or maybe they do it in the first 30 days. Well, they know things that you don't know, and they will never talk about them. When I started my network marketing career back in 1995, I didn't learn this information until until 2.5 years later. And it wasn't volunteered to me. Now, when you know what the top earners in your business know, and then do what they do, you will become a top earner in your business too. And in many cases, you'll do it faster than they did, because when they were building their business over the last 20, 25 years, they didn't have access to Facebook, didn't have access to LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, LinkedIn has only really been a phenomenal tool for everybody in network marketing in the last 4 years. The top earners in your business don't share this information for a number of reasons. But when you apply this information to your prospecting and recruiting daily activity, you will become a top earner much faster. Now, for those of you who have aspirations to be a top earner, but you doubt whether or not it's possible for you, maybe you've been in 3 or 4 companies. Tonight, in this special session of boot camp, we're going to devote a whole session to helping you learn what the top earners in your business do, show you what to do so that you can become one faster. But we only have an hour and a half. And over the next 3 days, starting tomorrow, we're going to dive into what it takes to really become a top earner. You know, we gave everybody that's in boot camp a complimentary copy of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. It was the first book that I read when I got into network marketing. As a matter of fact, my first week in the business, I was sitting in a Denny's restaurant near the Palm Beach airport reading Think and Grow Rich when a young kid walks in, 19-year-old Alan Pariser, who was building, at the time, I believe he just was in Maluka. Previously, he had been a new skin. He saw me reading the book. He came over, tried to pitch me on his company. I was trying to pitch him on mine. We ended up having hotel meetings the same Embassy Suites around the corner from the restaurant. He's a good friend, and over the last few years, I've actually coached him and members of his team on how to build a business on Facebook and LinkedIn. Well, let's go back to Think and Grow Rich, because this book has changed the lives of so many people, which is the reason that we're giving away a free copy. Number one, achievement starts with a burning desire. In other words, how bad do you want to be successful? What obstacles are you willing to overcome to achieve your goal? Two, start now with what you have and find better tools along the way. The start is critical. Three, show the world what you will do instead of telling them. Four, happiness is found in doing, not possessing. Five, persistence will beat every failure. Six, weak desire brings weak results. Seven, 99% quit from temporary defeat. Eight, you're not paid for what you know. You're paid for what you do with what you know. 9, continuously pursue knowledge. And 10, failure is always temporary. So for those of you that are participating in our October boot camp, I sent out an email this morning with some information for you to participate in our 90-day boot camp challenge, where you will continue to work with me November, December, and January through what will be the hottest months of the year to build your business. Don't let anybody tell you your business slows down over the holidays. It only slows down when as a matter of fact, when I was building a network marketing business, starting the day after Christmas, I enrolled 5 people every day, 4 days in a row. And I was on my way to going for 30, but I was in a new relationship, and my girlfriend said, hey, come on, it's the holidays. If your company isn't going to be impressed that you did 20 people after Christmas, the hell with it. Well, I was going for 30, but I stopped at 20. And I went to our next company event in Dallas 3 weeks later. I was the top recruiter for the month. And I get there and I expected some kind of edification, some kind of, hey, congratulations, Max, how did you do it? But that never happened. Instead, and not that I was looking for recognition, but I felt that if more people knew what I was doing, more people could be successful. Instead, they bring a guy up on stage who in the first 2.5 weeks of January brought 250 people in his business. And I'm going, what the hell was that all about? How did he do that? I went up to the CEO. I said, is that supposed to be motivating? How did he do it? Nobody would tell me. So I ended up stalking this guy. Caught him, I think, the third night of the weekend in a hotel bar. I bought him a couple of drinks and I got his story. And when I learned who he was and what he had done, it changed my entire network marketing career. He had been in 4 network marketing companies over 10 years. And when he went from company A to company B to company C to company D, and now into our company, he brought people with him from the other companies he was in. Now you could say, well, that's not duplicatable. I mean, he was in the business for 10 years. He knew all of these people. I can't do that. I don't have 10 years to invest. But the truth is you can do it. You do it by bringing people like him into your business. So you bring in a couple of experienced, unhappy network marketers in the business they're in, and your business goes to the top. In 18 months, I went from 350 people to 7,000. And I was on my way to becoming not only the top recruiter in the company, but probably, if we could sustain it, I mean, I had things planned to bring all kinds of people into. I could have been the biggest distributor in that company. But in August, the company flew in all of the people at the top level to tell us, change. We're now going to become a part of prepaid legal. Change the whole nature of our business. Companies merge, companies absorb other companies. And that launched me on the career that I'm on. That's the ringtone on my phone. You want to talk about attraction marketing? What does your ringtone sound like? And there are 10 secrets that network marketing top earners know, but you don't. Originally, I shared this information in a big event once a year. That evolved into twice a year. And ever since 2017, when we released our 90-day game, we've been doing it once a quarter. So tomorrow we start our fall top earner retreat. And what we're going to do tomorrow, for those of you that have been in other retreats, so we're going to share with you all of the special strategies, the special scripts that you can be using during the fall and into the holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's Eve. That's a biggie. That's a biggie. For those of you that are in boot camp, you're aware that LinkedIn has made some significant changes in the last 2 weeks. And we're going to help you understand them and help you take advantage of them. Now, this information will have an explosive effect on the growth of your business. These secrets helped Francisco build a team of 72,000 people in 20 months. I'm going to share with you a little bit about how we did it. Sheldon Miller was building a Manatech business, brand new to social media. He was actually the first person I ever coached. He meets a network marketer in a company called C Silver. The company was experiencing all kinds of difficulty. They had just been fined by the Federal Trade Commission. She joined his business, and during the month of December, she brought 3,500 people into his business. The company she was in actually closed in January 3rd. But Sheldon became the top recruiter, top business builder for the month, December, and then January. Cindy added 33,000 people to her business in 3 months. Now, she had been friendly with a network marketer in another company. As a matter of fact, he always thought he was going to recruit her into his business. She obviously was trying to recruit him into her business. But the thing that connected them was their mutual passion for horses. She owned a horse, Roger owned a horse. So they would hook up every couple of days and talk horse shop. And after about 8 months of this relationship, Roger's company changed the comp plan. Roger's check was reduced from $2,000 a month to $700. And when he got his check, he reached out to Cindy and joined our business. Now, Roger was an area coordinator, a little guy, but Roger knew all the top people in his company. So Roger turned us on to one of the top earners, a regional vice president, and how I connected with this guy and what I said and what I did that brought him into our business is the subject of our fall retreat that starts tomorrow. All of the sessions are recorded. So if you can't attend, you can watch them later at your own convenience. And in our book, How Network Marketers Catch Whales, People with Large Circles of Influence, we're going to show you exactly how you could find whales. So let me go over the 10 secrets, and then we're going to open up the chat. We'll answer your questions. So let me help you understand. Whales are people with large circles of influence. And in our book, we break whales down into 3 categories. You have what we call insider whales, which is the best category. These are people that have network marketing experience. They've been in a company or two, and they're looking for new business. And when you bring a whale that's an insider whale into your business grows fast, which is what Francisco did, because they bring members of their team. They also bring in other whales. The other group of whales we call outsider whales, and these are people that have large circles of influence. They could be president of an association. They could be school principals, but they have no network marketing experience whatsoever. And the third group we call orphans, because the person that brought them into the business is no longer in the business. They got nobody to work with. So before I open this up to everybody, let me go through the 10 secrets. First, every month, 200 network marketing companies close, fail to launch, or make unpopular changes that drive people from the company. 2, every month, 300 new companies are launched, but 93% of them will fail within 5 years, adding to the growing number 1. 3, network marketing companies actively recruit top earners or whales from other companies. Actively recruit, or for all kinds of deals, and a lot of companies will, oh, we don't do that. No, we don't do that. You come in, you start at the bottom, you work your way up. Not true. As a matter of fact, over the years, I've actually helped a number of top earners negotiate deals with companies. 4, successful networks will leave a good company and move to another company. Has nothing to do with the company. What it has to do with is their particular circumstance. Something has changed that has them convinced that they could do better in another company than to continue to build the company they're in. And when they leave, they say nice things about the company. Hey, we love this company. We love all of you, but we're moving on to something else. And all kinds of people follow them. 5, successful networks will leave a failing company and move to another one with their team. If the company stops paying you, your team members rely on those monthly checks. They leave, they find another company, and something amazing happens. When you go to another company and in the first month, you bring in a whole bunch of people. That comes to the attention of the company. Companies love edifying success stories. And it builds. 6, 85% of the top earners in a company have been in more than one company during their career. You doubt it, just reach out to the top earners in your company and get their story. And it's important that you get the story of the top earners, especially if you aspire to be a top earner too. 7, people usually make more money in their second or third company than they did in their first one. I was told when I got into my business that fact. Oh, you're not going to make money in your first company. You'll make it in your second or your third. And I told my sponsor, and I told everybody that I talked to, nope, I'm going to do it in the first one. And I was on my way to doing it, and then they sold the company out from under me. 8, when you bring top earners or whales into your business grows much faster. It's almost self-evident, isn't it? 9 and 10 are the most important things in these 10 secrets, because it can drive you to achieve top earner status faster. 9, help is available to you to recruit a top earner. Even if you're an orphan, And 10, anyone at any level of experience in network marketing can recruit top earners. It's all a matter of positioning. It's all a matter of knowing what to say. Every month, companies close, merge with other companies, fail to launch. And this creates a pool of distributors that want to leave and join another company. And bringing whales into your business is not as hard as you think. But you're not going to go out and connect with a whale, strike up a conversation, and bring them into the business. Network marketing is a relationship business. So Tom has a conversation and Mohammed has a conversation. So we're going to take a look at those. Let me pop over here. And again, tonight in boot camp, we have an extra session. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the daily routine of top earners, the things that you have to do if you want to be successful. You want to do what the top earners are doing. And you can do that by positioning yourself as someone successful. Again, we gave everybody a free download for Think and Grow Rich. Now, I've opened up registration for the November boot camp. So for those of you that are watching, when you register for the November boot camp, which doesn't start until November 8th, you're going to be able to pop over here and watch the recorded sessions for the October boot camp. So you can start right away. However, we also send out an email you go to www.maxsteingardt.com/90-day challenge. You can, starts on November the 3rd. You can participate in the November boot camp, December boot camp, and January boot camp, all for the low price of $59 a boot camp. And you can pick up our scripts for social networks. This is the anthology of scripts. It's much, much larger, much more inclusive than the scripts book we use in boot camp. Okay? And during the retreat, you're going to get our top earners 90-day game plan, which will step you through the process of building a team. It's 4 steps, but it's not create, connect, communicate, and close. You break 90 days into 3 30-day cycles. 4 steps: preparation, pre-launch, launch, and event. What you're going to do with every person that you bring into the business, you got to get them prepared. And we're going to cover this information on Saturday. Preparation, pre-launch, launch, an event. During the retreat, on Friday, we're going to dive into these 10 secrets. We're going to devote a whole hour to it. How to connect with whales. We're going to go over the 4 ways that people make money online and how you can bring people from any of these categories into your business. You also have trainings from $18 million earners that participated in previous boot camps that shared their own individual stories and successes. Then on Saturday, we're going to spend a good bit of time on how you set up $1 million mindset so that you move forward with confidence, knowing that you too, no matter where you are in your business, you can be successful. We all put our pants on the same way, whether you're $1 million earner or you're just getting started in the business. Secrets to closing more sales in less time. We've got live texting tactics that produce immediate results, and we're going to provide you with tactics that will explode your business in November, December, and January, exclusively for that time. And then the first 2 steps of the 90-day game plan, the second 2 steps. And then on Sunday, all of the sessions start at 10 o'clock East Coast time. How to win over people that are more successful than you, how to separate the real deal from the scam, how to manage and stimulate your business, and finally, the importance of systems and duplication. And then we help you devise a plan of action. Now, I'm going to pop over here and I want to bring up Francisco. Now, Francisco has been a student of mine for 22 years. We started working together years ago when he was building a prepaid legal business. And he was very successful. In fact, he was making enough money so that he could actually afford to live well when he got married and he's growing his family. Whoops. Now, we keep in touch on a regular basis. So let me come back to December 12th. Now, he'd gotten into his business in July of 2020. First week, he enrolled 20 people. How do you do that? How do you enroll 20 people in a week? Well, he had a lot of connections. He'd been on Facebook for a long time, been on LinkedIn for a long time. You are all connected to people. In boot camp, we gave you strategy on how to restart conversations with people maybe you haven't talked to in years. In November, he enrolled 2 whales, network marketers in other companies. The 2 whales were partners. Together, they were making $1 million in their business. What motivated them to talk to Francisco, what they talked about, and what Francisco did to convince them that he was the guy. We're going to be talking about it tonight during our final boot camp session, but again, a major component of the retreat. So he brought 2 whales in November. They brought in members of their teams, which we expect. And then they brought in 3 other whales who are bringing members of their team, and everyone's excited because they're using the same scripts, the same strategies that you're using, and everybody's having great results. He closed out 2020 with 5 whales and a team of 200 motivated reps. March of 2021, those 5 whales became 10. Everybody's exciting. They're bringing team members over and everything is working. And his confidence has increased. The more people you talk to, the more results you have. Every time we're using the same scripts, we're saying the same things. We continue to talk to the people that are proving to be worth talking to, and we stop talking to the people that don't. His business was on fire. May, my 10 whales have grown to 16. All my leaders and their teams can't get over how effective your strategies and scripts have been. What are they doing? They're just bringing people into the business. They're telling them, hey, change your picture, watch what happens. Your basic system hasn't really changed since the AOL days. Only now we got more people to talk to, and we know much more about him. All of his leaders love him. Love him. Because he's teaching them what I taught him. Now we go to June. 200 people in November, 2,000 people 6 months later, with 16 experienced network marketers. Now we go to September. 2,000 people are now 6,000 people because it duplicates. The people that you're bringing into the business are telling their friends. And the number of whales went from 16 to 20. September. From June to September, 6,000 people. Now we fast forward to December. At the beginning of December, those 6,000 people had grown to 14,000 people. Has 30 whales. And I was predicting that he'd hit 20 because his team was growing at the rate of 3,000 people a week. But he closed out the year with 17,000 people. So in 1 year, he went from 200 people to 17,000 because of duplication. People loved the products, they were telling their friends. Well, 17,000 people at the end of the year, 1 month later, January, 17,000 people becomes 38,000. It more than doubled. And everybody is experiencing results, and we started it. Now they're teaching their people the 90-day game plan. Well, that was February, 38,000 people. Let's fast forward to June. 38,000 people, now he's at 52. And he just got off the phone with a major network, had a disagreement with the company owners and master distributor over money. So this major guy with a team of over 600,000 people is looking around for another company. And how Francisco developed that relationship. And frankly, how he brought this guy into the business, because in August, he said, hey, I now have 72,000 team members, and the whale with 600,000 people is running my business this month. He is living the network marketing dream that everyone that's listening to my voice can be listening or can be achieving. So that was August. Sent me this at the end of August. My company started recruiting contests at the beginning of August. I was so busy enrolling the top earner from another company with a team of 600,000 people, I had no time to do any personal recruiting until this week. Last week of the month, in the last 7 days, your strategies and scripts have enabled me to enroll 25 people. Now you're all headed down the same road. You all have the opportunity to do this. I'm going to provide you with the how. And all you have to do is follow the scripts and do what we share with you to do. And you're all looking at similar results. Now, everybody moves through this process at their own pace. So let me come to. All right, what I'm going to do is I want to share something else with you. Let me pop over here. And let me see where it is. Again, I love success stories. There's a couple that tracked me down. They were in a summer boot camp. No, they were in an October boot camp, and they ended up coming to Miami to work with me one-on-one. They've got a story that will dazzle you.
We're very happy to share with you something incredible what happened to our life. After we have met with Max Stangard 3 years ago, somebody close to us explained us that this guy is brilliant. He's a father of social media marketing. So we wanted to see him, to touch him, and to learn from him. And I will tell you something, what happened during these 3 years. The first company we started to cooperate with after going through this boot camp, which Max prepared for us, we broke a record. In 1 year, my wife, she was a distributor of this company, she started to make business with social media marketing 100% online through Facebook.
Yes.
She built a team with a couple of thousand people, and she was the number one in Europe. And her income increased from 0 points, so because we started with brand new people. We didn't bring distributors, we didn't bring teams, we just started with people from Facebook. And it was really amazing that it was 100% duplicable for all of our team. So the last checks she made after 12 months, it was $60,000 from 0 point to 60,000 in 12 months, 100% on social media. And this was happened because of Max Stangard in his bootcamp. Thank you, Max. From bottom of our heart, what you did for us, it's incredible, because it's not only for us, it's for all of people who was learning the same from us.
Yeah.
Amen. What do you want to
say? It's big pleasure to cooperate with people who have so big knowledge and experience in this industry. We think and we believe social media is the new standard, high-level standard of network marketing, and it really is. And we plan to do it some, more on this area. And we want to say thank you for all people who believes Max, who believes in these ideas, experience, knowledge, and bring this in practice, in life, and doing this great.
It just works. This method working.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to a very, very special training. Well, clearly I grabbed the wrong unedited video. the camera was shaking because the dogs were playing around with my arms. Let me take a look here at who's here now. For those of you that are in boot camp tonight, we're going to be going over the daily routine of top earners. If you haven't registered yet for our top earner retreat, that's going to run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I urge you to do it. 85% of the people that filled out a survey 2 years ago reported that they were making six figures in their business. What was interesting is that 25% of them changed companies. Now, the thing that Francisco did and accomplished, there's one major component to that. Very important. And that is, you have a company with a good product that works, because it's all about duplication. You expect to bring a top earner into your business. They have to be passionate about the product. The product has to work. So that's key. Now, so we'll be back tonight at 9 o'clock for those of you that are boot camp. And we've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I promise you, on Sunday afternoon, you're going to be fired up, excited, and more motivated than you've ever been in your business. And the one thing that I want to share with all of you is this. There's nothing, absolutely nothing, to prevent you from being a top earner in your business. It starts with your profile. And then it comes down to conversation. We'll talk to all of you tonight or